What's going on, Jets fans? Welcome to the latest edition of Jets Latest, where you get the latest on the Jets. I'm your host, the spitting statistician, Dane Martinez, and today we talk about who may be the forgotten man at the quarterback position for the New York Jets. I mean, you're hearing so much about Aaron Rodgers moving on. Will they go with Tyrod Taylor as QB1 this year? Will they draft someone? Will they move up in the draft to try to get Cam Ward? Don't forget about this man. There is somebody already on the Jets roster that I think is very, very interesting, and it is second-year quarterback out of Florida State, Jordan Travis. I mean, Jordan Travis was our fifth-round pick last year in the draft. And you think, whatever, a fifth round pick, who's he gonna be? Now, honestly, first of all, Brock Purdy is already getting the bag in San Francisco as literally Mr. Irrelevant, the last draft pick overall in the draft. But Jordan Travis is intriguing, okay? He is a fifth round draft pick last year out of Florida State. In his year there before the draft in 2023, he was the ACC Player of the Year. He was leading Florida State to an undefeated season before he had a devastating ankle injury against Northern Alabama. They were undefeated, but remember, Travis was so important for the Seminoles that year that even though Florida State finished undefeated in college football, they didn't put them in the 14 playoff because they knew how much worse Florida State would be without their stud quarterback, Jordan Travis. And check this out. He was in the Heisman conversation in 2023. He was thought about as one of the best players in college football. And check this out. 64% completion rate. He threw for 2,756 yards. He had 20 touchdowns and only 2 interceptions. He also had a little bit of a dual threat nature to him. He ran for 176 yards. He had 7 rushing touchdowns. I have talked all time about on Jets Latest about how I like the idea of a dual threat quarterback. Remember, I've been talking about Justin Fields. I've been talking about drafting Jalen Milroe because I want the Jets to have a dual threat quarterback. He was actually trending, Jordan Travis, to be a third round pick before that ankle injury, and the Jets scooped him up last year as a fifth rounder. Imagine, just Jets fans, if like you had a second year developing quarterback that was a third round pick that you had seen that was being talked about going into his second year. He would certainly be an option for the Jets this year at quarterback. Now, here's the other part of it though. There's a little bit of drama going on right now with Jordan Travis and that ankle injury. His agent came out the other day and said that the rehab was not good with the Jets, that maybe the Jets pushed him a little bit too hard, a little bit too soon. I find that kind of weird. Because honestly, when Aaron Rodgers was your quarterback last year and you had Tyrod Taylor, they were never going to go to Jordan Travis anyway. So what were they really rushing him back for, if anything? That doesn't sit well with me. I don't know about that. The Jets have also said that they followed the rehab plan from the orthopedic surgeon. His name is Robert Anderson. You know, the surgeon gives you kind of a plan of how to rehab, how to try to come back, and that the Jets followed that plan. All reports are that Travis is going to be that is optimistic to be able to play in 2025. Now, here's another layer, okay, of this drama. Now, the agent has come out and said maybe the Jets rushed him. The agent has come out and said maybe it didn't go the best. But remember, the Jets have a new regime now, right? It is not Robert Saleh. It is not Joe Douglas. It is Glenn. It is Mogi. So this could be a clean slate. One thing that was curious is that yesterday, Jordan Travis erased the Jets from his social media profiles and his bios. And this is something that athletes do these days, right? They take the team off their profile, off their bio, and it kind of signals that they're upset with the team or maybe that they want to trade or something like that. It's weird in this case, though, because Jordan Travis is entering year 2 of his 5-year rookie deal. So he has no leverage. It's not like he's going to be able to force the Jets to trade him. He is an unknown commodity. He was on the injury list all of last season. Nobody has really seen him. So it's not like he has any kind of leverage to go ahead and force anything, quite frankly. So if anything, unfortunately, I think even if the Jets wanted to trade him, this is just kind of like lowering his stock, his value in trade, because if anything, if a team was interested, maybe now they have some second thoughts thinking like, is this kid going to be a malcontent? If it's not going his way, he's going to, wipe the Jets from his bio. Is he going to do that with our team? So I think that is actually a little bit weird. He has no leverage. I don't know why he did this. To be quite honest, let the agent do the talking. Right? Let the agent say all that stuff if you're unhappy with him. And because this year, now you're healthy, now you're ready to compete, now you're ready to go, and it is a new regime, I actually think you kind of stand on the potential that you have. He's only 24 years old. Stand on the reputation you had. He was one of the best players in college football for an undefeated ACC champion that was going to the playoff. That's enough of a resume. You know what I mean? To have interest, not only for the Jets, but for other teams if that's the way you want to do it. I actually don't think he played his cards right with the idea of the social media, wiping of it all. But we'll see. Maybe they did push him too hard, too soon. But the key is, it sounds like he is going to be ready for 2025. And all of the talk out here right now is about the Jets at quarterback. Would they go ahead and move up to draft Cam Ward? Are they interested in Shedeur Sanders if he falls in their lap at number 7? A lot of people are talking about a guy named Jackson Dart out of Ole Miss. He's zooming up draft boards. Could he be the option for the Jets at number 7? I, on other episodes of Jets Latest, have told you I do not think the Jets are taking a quarterback in round 1. However, I have said that there are interesting names at quarterback potentially in round 2 or in round 3. I have talked about Quinn Ewers, who's a stud out of Texas, may be available in the 3rd round. I have also talked about, and this is important, Jalen Milroe, a quarterback out of Alabama who could be available for the Jets in the 2nd round. I have said that I like Jalen Milroe. I have said that I liked his dual threat nature. I like the fact that he was at a big-time school at Alabama, and I like the fact that he was successful at that big-time school, which was Alabama. But if you look at Jordan Travis, he has some of the same kind of bona fides that Jalen Milroe has. He has the ability to be a dual threat quarterback, though not necessarily as explosive as Jalen Milroe. He has the pedigree being at a big-time school and being successful at that big-time school. This was Florida State. He was literally in the Heisman conversation, leading Florida State to an ACC championship and an undefeated record. So what I'm saying here is, I know people are talking about who they want to get right now in the draft. But remember, on the roster already could be that answer. They may already have that developmental quarterback. And if the new regime sees Jordan Travis, sees his potential, and sees the ability for him to be that kind of project that they grow and develop, maybe he is the answer. Maybe he is the guy who is behind the Tyrod Taylor or behind the Justin Fields, continuing to grow, continuing to learn this new scheme, continuing to build in a new culture. Maybe the Jets already have their developmental option at quarterback, and it could be Jordan Travis. Please do not forget about the potential of Jordan Travis to be an heir apparent, or at least a guy that deserves a look, deserves a chance that now that he is healthy, to be able to develop into a project, into an option for the Jets at quarterback. Remember the name. You're going to hear more about Jordan Travis in the weeks and months to come, and that's why you come on over to Jets Latest, because I give it to you before you hear it anywhere else. Remember to like this video. Please subscribe to the videos here at Jets Latest so that every time we go live, you get the updates you need on the green and white. That'll do it for this edition of Jets Latest. We'll see you next time out there. Remember, like, subscribe, and you'll get everything you need to know on the JETS Jets. We out here. Until next time, peace.